Hey, it's Chris for Raiders, guys. I like that music, man. It's a little smooth and not heartbeat, but I like it. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm Chris for Raiders, as you well know. I decided I want to try doing some pull-ups because I do miss doing that. We had this pull-up show with Jeff on Friday nights. It got kind of chaotic at one point. So I decided to bring it back and see if it works out because that was my intent on doing a YouTube channel because I did with Turf and I enjoyed it. I like talking to the Raider Nation and the fans because where I'm at, there's no fans. And plus, my disability doesn't allow me to travel as much as I want to travel to meet and greet the fans. However, I am going to Bakersfield in 2 weeks. I went last year. That was one of the most best fun I had in a long time to be around Raider fans. I had been around Raider fans since they were in LA. That's how long it's been. So I'm gonna try it out. You guys are welcome to come in. You don't have to show your face. You can always block it out. I want to hear what you guys got to say because what's more important to the Raider Nation is the nation itself. I know players are important, the owners, the coaches, but what's more important to the Raider Nation than the nation itself? Because without the nation, there is no Raiders, really, to be honest with you. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead. And a couple people's already in here before. Let's see here. Mr. Pena's in here. Hey, Mr. Pena, what's going on, brother? Richard said he's back, man. Welcome back. Got to have you back here. And my man Jack's in here. Richard Snyder, Jack, and of course, always Frank Weber. So I just decided to bring this up again. I'm gonna put the link in a minute. If you guys want to come in, do. If you don't, I understand. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. My Bakersfield brother, Jack. If you want to pull up, dude, I'm gonna send a link. I don't know if you can now. I'm gonna send a link out in a minute. But my philosophy is this. I love my Raider Nation. I don't care what anybody say. We are the most dedicated, passionate fans in all the sports. Well, I can't say all the sports. I know those soccer fans in Europe and England also. They're really passionate. They're so passionate. They fight. I don't know. Well, we fight too. I see some fights in the LA Coliseum in Oakland. But, that's just the way we are about our team. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the chat. If I want to come in, feel free. Now, it's going to be a different format. I'm going to keep it to a minimum. The first four that decide they want to come in, that's it. When it's four, I'm cutting it off. Until one person leaves, then another person come in, okay? That's just the way I'm going to do it because I want to try to keep it not chaotic where everybody's talking to each other. So let me go put the link up. Give me a minute. Like I said, I'm not going to be on too long. I'm just testing it out just to see. Because it's one I do enjoy is talking to the Raider Nation. I like to hear your thoughts, whether we agree or disagree. It doesn't matter to me. So there's a link. If you want to come in, just hit that link and pop on in and we can talk. Like I said, I'm not going to be on too long. I'm just going to just test the waters. See if it's cold. See if I can get in a pool. But other than that, I'm going to bring this up. Rumors. Hey, man, you can come in too, man. Anybody come in. I'm going to bring up rumors. I don't like rumors. It was a song that was way back in the 80s. Club knew one thing. It wasn't people. But rumors. I don't like rumors. Because rumors get people hurt. Now, what I heard was a little short that somebody did. I don't know who the person was. If I did know, I wasn't going to say his name, that person's name. That Jermod McCoy haven't signed yet with the Raiders. That's understandable. Sometimes, it takes a little longer for new draftees to sign for the team. That's understandable, with the contract agreement or something else. So I don't know what the details exactly, because for one thing, I'm not a Raider insider. I don't know anything that's going inside the organization. Only thing I do know is I'm a freaking Raider fan for life. That's what I know. And what I see is what I see. So I just heard rumors. And then I watched the call. To me, the call, he looked too happy. Not like Javon, that dude, I forget his name already. What's his name? Von Crawford. That dude jumped in the pool. Anyway, I got a guest in here. Hey, what's that to the stage? Hey, Jack, what's up, brother?
Hey, Chris Ford, what's happening with you, bro?
Can't wait for that season. Can't wait to Bakersfield to see your 8-foot tall ass and have some beers and drinks or whatever.
Yeah, I owe a couple pictures to 805. So there's a couple at the after party coming for sure.
Well, beer's gonna be flowing. I know how it works.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll be flowing. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what I was talking about was, did you hear?
What's up, brother? What's up, Nav?
About Crawford?
No.
Okay.
I just got off of work, so.
Oh well, it was like yesterday. They had short. I was sitting back watching because I watch all the content creators, all of them. Even the other teams. Where they told a short that Roy Crawford hasn't signed for the Raiders yet.
Well, I think there's only 3 guys that still haven't signed. Crawford. So I did see this. So Crawford hasn't signed, Mendoza hasn't signed, and there's one more. What's up, I know Bueno? Weber?
Hey, Bueno, what's up, Bueno? Yeah. But they're saying why Crawford didn't sign. I know it happens that way. They saying he won't play for a losing team. Hey, what?
What?
Okay. Yeah, like what?
What?
Okay. If you're the best player in college, be expected to go to a team that's not that hasn't won last year. That's the way it goes. So that's a reason why he didn't sign. I think a little more than that. I don't think because it happens to all the players.
So are you saying he's not going to sign?
I'm not saying that. No, I said that's what I heard.
What's up, Jack G?
Hey, Jack,
yeah, I haven't heard that one. I just heard that there's 3 players that haven't, but you got to figure we got 10 draft picks as a whole, 17 UDFA. So I'm the guys closer to the top are they're going to be more intricate contracts than some of the other guys where it's like, hey, you sign or this is what you get. This is what you get. Don't throw a fit.
What did Natman say? Okay, Natman just popped in. All right, so we're getting a full house. So that's number 2. So 2 more and that's it.
Hey, what's up, Nat?
Can you hear me? Yeah, but it happens all the time. It's not new. But the way they make it like he didn't want to sign. I don't want to be here because I want to go to a losing team. Well, guess what, son? If you're one of the best players in college, that's where you're going to end up. And the reason why they drafted you because they want to get better. I'm like, what the? And
he must not be really looking into like what the situation potentially is for him, as well. Because, you got to look at, okay, they got rid of Tyree because they picked him up. As, they just want to get rid of Tyree probably anyway. That's been in the works for probably weeks and weeks. And then Koontz is on his last year of his deal. It's a 1-year contract. So he might be gone, which then opens the doors for him to get even more playing time.
Well, today there was a day that if they didn't sign him today, you'll be a free agent because they didn't give offer an extension. And what the Raiders did was pure genius, I thought. Let's say, you know what, we'll just trade you and get move up in the draft or get a pick. We won't because like they did with Derek Carr, he was gone and we got nothing for it. Now we got something for him.
Mm-hmm.
But they wasn't going to. He wasn't no 5th-year option. He wasn't no impact player. You got to be kidding me. Hey,
right.
We're going to talk now.
What's up, bro? How you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. Welcome to the show,
Good,
man.
brother.
I don't know if you saw what I said earlier. I miss this right here. I miss talking to the nation. I miss talking to people. I know me and Jeff had going for Friday nights. It got kind of chaotic, and we kind of ended it. But now I want to bring it back a little bit. This time frame, 4:30, might not be the time frame I said it for, but I'm just trying it out, see how it works. So anyway, So
It's good, bro. I'm good. I'm kind of in a middle ground state right now. I'm moving from Tennessee, going to Indiana, so it's kind of
oh shoot.
I'm in. My work schedule is a little erratic. Everything's a little erratic. My show that I actually stepped in for Jack Kenna on Wednesday is the Wild Wild West thing.
I
I
saw
might
that.
have to step away from for at least a couple weeks or whatever till I are able to close on the house. So we did find a house. I'm under contract on it.
Nice.
So,
Nice, man. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, hit me up behind the scenes, like when you can't make it, you had my back when I couldn't make it, so I'll be there for you, bro.
yeah,
Congrats
just
on that.
I'm talking about maybe a couple weeks. If
Okay.
you could do that for me, that'd be amazing, bro. It'd be great. And the other part is, then next week I'm headed down to Tennessee to move all of our shit north. You know what I mean?
Oh, geez.
I don't know
So
how far is that? Tennessee to Indiana?
about 5
I know where
hours.
it's at.
About 5.5 hours from here.
That's not too bad.
Loaded
Nav.
vehicle, about 6.5.
Because actually, it takes me 3 hours to get from here to LA, and that's only 100 some miles away.
Well, there you go. I mean,
Go online, check out USA Perks. There might be stuff for moving trucks to give you a discount since you're military.
no, I got it already. I'm already
You got it,
already
yeah.
covered. I went through the VA for that. So
There you go.
So I have a moving company coming down next week when I'm down with my wife. I literally have not seen my wife in a month. So, I mean, new job.
Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh no, she's my best friend, bro.
Okay,
I miss her, bro. I miss her. She's like my best friend, bro.
Well,
It's not like that.
Some guys say it might be a good thing. So
True. It's got to be said. Must be said.
So
No doubt.
Richard asks, where in Indiana are you moving to?
What's that?
Richard asks, where in Indiana are you moving to?
Literally 30 minutes from Bloomington.
Okay.
Mendoza, IU. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So when I showed up for work it's a naval base in Indiana. Believe it or not, naval base that I'm working at. So
That's interesting. Naval base in Indiana, landlocked.
here, I'll tell you what. Just Google it.
It's not landlocked. They got some water there. You're talking about the lake.
NSA crane, like a crane, like a bird or a crane that picks things up. NSA crane. It's the third largest naval base in the world.
They're not landlocked.
In Indiana.
They do have access to water to the Great Lakes, so they're not landlocked.
No, it's southern Indiana.
Oh, you're in southern Indiana. Boy, that is landlocked.
Yeah.
All right. So I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, we're talking about McCoy. And then not signing. I was saying that if that happens, and I'm not worried about anything. They probably working out his contract or what he gonna get. Because
You mean Crawford?
yeah, Crawford. I mean not Crawford, I mean McCoy, excuse me. McCoy.
Oh, McCoy. Okay. I thought you said Crawford. I apologize.
I did. My bad. I was looking at something else and I said Crawford.
Yeah, Gerard McCoy. I was kind of like, what's the deal with the signing? So here's what I think. What I think is that his agent thought that he was going to go way higher, way further earlier in the draft, and so they had an expectation where they were going to go, and at worst case scenario, they were thinking third round. Didn't happen, right? So therefore, now they're having to rethink it and redo everything, and that's not a problem. It's not a big deal, really isn't.
I think they'll figure it out.
Well, yeah. You probably want that guarantee clause in that contract because usually guys below the third round, that's actually second round, don't get guarantees. They
Right.
get that paycheck. So knowing that he had an injury, reason why he failed, because if he didn't have that injury, he would probably been for a first round pick. I
He
guarantee.
would have been a first rounder.
I
There's
guarantee.
Oh yeah,
that.
between 5 through 10.
Easy.
He's either the second best or the first best corner coming out in the draft by far. One of the two.
The only other better corner than him is probably the dude from USC. And I mean, to be honest,
that guy from LSU not too bad. And the one that our rivals drafted, not too bad either. But I would have McCoy any day over him.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, you gotta understand, the dude ran a 4.37 at the combine with that injury.
Exactly, and his pro day he did good too. So but I mean, teams will be teams, and they'll look at history and like, we're not going to invest a first round pick for him, which is understandable.
They're just curious. I think a lot of people are curious if it's degenerative, if it's a repetitive injury, and to be perfectly honest with you, I looked at it like all the way around. I'm like, this is his first ACL in his life,
and he's young too.
Well, it's not the ACL; it's that plug. It's like they have to have a second surgery, which it could be career ending. So that's the big question, and I think that maybe this ties in exactly what he's wanting, that guaranteed money, because he came out and said, "I'll do whatever the Raiders want. I'm good to go right now. I can play on it." Again, degenerative. You're going to have a second surgery at some point, and if it is career ending, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. The Raiders can just say, "Hey, let's do it now." And just find out, get it over with, and then if it's done, it's done, and we'll move on from. Or if it's done in the way of a good thing, and he can have the rest of his career, and he doesn't have to take another year off.
True statement.
He's young.
That's a true statement, Jack. You're saying that perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a true statement. That's got to be the conversation that is happening right now.
Yeah, like I said, I think he want a guaranteed clause in there, so at least he'll get guaranteed money.
Right, because if he can't ever play again, then he's left with zero. So why not?
When you can,
I'll be right back. We'll get some more smoke.
But you can also see what Mark Davis is doing. Mark Davis is more than willing to write a check to a dude saying, "Look, I'm gonna throw $10 million at you right now,
right,
and just hand you $10 million just to make this happen."
I do believe he will sign.
Yeah, he'll sign.
Yeah, he'll sign.
Because the thing I looked at, they showed him draft call. You didn't look too excited, but I took it for a grain of salt. Some people get excited when they get drafted. Some people everybody has different emotions, how to react to certain things.
Right.
He was probably upset that he didn't get in the first round, or he leads the second round.
Right.
So his emotions were not there.
Right.
But
Look, Jermon McCoy, look, I watched this dude play with the balls, bro. He would pick a ball off, take it to the house, and just sit the ball down on the goal line and walk away. He did not celebrate. This dude's emotionless. He doesn't have a whole lot of emotion. He really doesn't.
Celebratory emotions. He has emotions, of course, but he has that.
No, he doesn't do the whole.
He's not that guy.
I'm dancing, doing all this other stuff.
Yeah, he's not that guy.
Or handed to a ref. He's like Barry Sanders style.
Yeah.
Stand to the ref.
Or Emmitt Smith.
Yes. You know what I mean? He's not that dude. He's not that celebratory guy. He's not the dude that's gonna. I don't know what it is about him. He's just like completely damn near spectrum level with the intelligence. He has some way of being able to step in front of every football thrown his way.
And that's what we need in the Raiders.
Oh boy, we need it.
So
we need it, and he can do both. He can do man to man. He can do zone. That kid can do it all.
Let me ask you a question. How the hell does Roman Hemby get into the UDFA category, and we end up with that.
That's a question. That's a good question. But I tell you what, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna talk UDFA in a minute.
Let me tell you something.
Wait, Navin. I want to talk about this first because I want to talk about UDFAs too as well.
I got you.
Here's another news I like. Raiders are moving your boy Lockie Tossie to the defensive line where he should have fucking played last year. Where he should have been last year.
Hey, Nap, should we do it the same? C-Man?
Let's go.
You know it. C-Man, and I know you know the second half of this.
C-Man, kill man.
There you go.
He should have been in last year. And then you think about it, you wonder why the Raiders probably, I don't know if there's anything to it, but you wonder why the Raiders passed up on that guy from Ohio State. Because they said, we already got D-Tack on the room. His name is Lage Tossie.
That's exactly
6'6", 370-something pounds.
Absolute train wreck. He's an absolute train wreck.
Dude.
Lockie Tossie's a train wreck.
It's going to take 3 guys to block that. The dude's big. And he can run. He's not slow. He played rugby. And speaking of rugby, I knew rugby play. He played American rugby. The dude worked for me with
Australian rugby
company. He was like 6'3", 6'4", about 280. Dude grabbed my hand and shook it. I couldn't see my hand anymore. I said, dude, let go.
I think it was.
And hold on. Let's do this right quick. This is a quick story. So we worked for that beverage company, which delivered beer and wines and stuff like that. And we had kegs. Kegs weigh between 150 and 175 pounds each. In my heyday, I could pick one up. It's easy. This dude, and then we had a delivery man. He rode with me. I had to deliver like 30 kegs. This is for what was that, St. Patrick's Day? 30 kegs of Guinness. And we had to stack them up. And I'm grabbing one keg and moving them. He had a keg in each hand.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm like, and he played rugby. I'm like, okay, so that makes you strong. So why in the hell did the Raiders put him on defensive line? Well, basically, you just pushing the line up, taking up blocks. Just be careful.
I got a thought process on that. So again, who was the offensive line coach?
His name should not be mentioned on this channel.
Never ever. Okay.
So we know who it was. Been looking. Who was the father? Oh, who do I want to help out? My son. Let's just move that 370-pound man to the offensive line. Which, again, it doesn't make any sense to do that because offensive line takes a long time to develop and learn all the schemes and the different pass rushes and everything else. Where if you come in as that nose tackle, you got that zero tech and you got the ones. You just learn that.
The thing is, Jack, they didn't even play him anyway.
That exactly. They didn't even get in the game. He played a little preseason, and that was it.
That dude could have played 6 games and got another roster spot next year. As long as he didn't play more than 6 games.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's that pathway player thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about it is, this dude, so even in rugby, he was what was called a push player.
Push player, yeah.
So a push player is a running back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like a fullback running back, yeah, where he gets the ball and he moves because it's so hard to tackle him. It's so big.
At this age, I'd just be Ole. Let you right on by, bro. I ain't getting in front of you.
I ain't doing it, bro. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I see 370-pound man meat coming to him. No.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
I have a good health record. My medical bills are down. I'm cool.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it, bro.
And Chris, I'm so glad you brought him up. I know the way Nap feels about him, and I feel the same. Man, I love that player, and I just want to see him. For all you Raider fans in the chat right now, go up, look up last year's preseason, tape, and you can just see him pancaking. I mean, taking these 300-pound men and just putting them on the ground,
throwing them. You put him on the defensive line, he doesn't have to think. He doesn't
Just
have to think about all he needs to know is what gap he's responsible for.
Yep.
Right.
See man, kill man.
Exactly.
Man, kill man.
And it's going to take more than one guy to block him. So what it's going to do, he's going to be a block eater. He's going to eat up two blocks while the rest of the guys do their thing. That's
right.
Then you have Max and Malcolm or whoever is going to be you know what I mean?
Butler on the other side, you know. So if you got a Max, you got a Butler, you got a Lockie Tossie, and then whoever else, Quinny Pay or whoever else you're going to rotate in at the other side of that.
Defense is going to be fucking stupid good, bro.
My God, I can't wait. That's all I want to see, defense. That's why the Raiders drafted 6, because it was some people robbed their draft. Why we draft all these defense? We need help on the offensive line. Well, yeah, but they need help on defense, because remember, the old cliche, the old saying, what? Defense wins championship.
Yes.
That's been proved in the last 2 Super Bowls.
Well, but in our case, Chris, to be honest with you, if you think about it, if we're not really thinking about winning a Super Bowl next year, then why would you freaking spend big money on a freaking offensive line? Why don't you just freaking spend low money on offensive line?
Like we've been doing.
Right. You know? So I'm just saying, Linderbaum, that is the biggest purchase the Raiders have made in years.
Yep.
That right there, just that center, because what that does is frees JPJ up to be a guard on either side of them. And then we need to figure out what we got with Rodgers and Grant.
Right.
You know,
and you look at this draft, you know, again, all of us, I think, you know, most of us, you know, doing the mock drafts and, you know, again, the Ohio State defensive tackle, you know, if he fell, he was always my number one guy I would take. He was the number one guy. And then, you know, a lot of other people had like Boston in there. And, you know, you look at Spytek, because, again, we're still learning him since this is only his second year.
Basically, it's his first year. You think about it, because last year he went rogue. He's just like, oh, yeah. So basically,
but you look at what he did last year.
Well, last year did good. But last year he came in late and he had a chance to study. He didn't know who was on his team. He didn't really know who was on the team. You know, he could watch tape, but he didn't know the persons.
Yeah, this is
now he do. Now he had a whole year to spend with them to see what their attitude, their philosophies. And
he definitely killed it. But the point I'm trying to make, fellas, if you look at last year's draft, we drafted 2 wide receivers, you know, in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
On the defense side, we drafted 2 DTs on the defense. And, you know, since, you know, these guys really didn't get really much playing time, and I think Spytek has faith in what he did. And, you know, he's like, hey, we never got the chance to see these guys, so we don't know what they're going to be yet. So I'm going to hit all these other spots that I didn't touch on because, you know, I still have faith of what I did. So I think that's part of the reason why he kind of passed up on some of the things that we thought he was going to do and what, you know, the outside world thought and the way these mock drafts boards kind of fell to us. So I got to tip it to him, you know, like,
hey, Jack, what did I tell you was going to happen? I told you.
I don't know.
I told you we were going to trade out of 36, didn't I?
Oh no, I believed it. And you know what? We traded twice last year too.
I said it too. I said they probably traded that. They probably trade out that second round pick. I didn't know how far they're going down. But then I also said they're going to trade. I was told my friend, you know, Jason. I told him on the phone because he was ranting. I was like, dude, why they Raiders ain't picking anybody? I said, when they picked Trevon, when they picked him, I said, you know what? Guess what's going to happen? They're going to trade. They're going to get rid of that bus. What's his name? My memory's going bad.
The bus.
Terry Wilson. I said they're going to trade him. Wilson. The next day they trade him because he's a bus.
Yep.
Oh, Tyree. Yeah.
I'm trying to forget his name, so you know anybody not rated on.
Well, you know what? He wasn't very memorable, so you know what? We could call him Terry.
He wasn't memorable because he was a bus. That's what
that was the thing. I kind of called us like getting out of the 36 pick, but I certainly didn't see us only going back to 38 and getting what we got for it.
Exactly.
Because That's when I went, okay, well, I guess we're not getting Caden McDonald. And
Yeah,
sure enough, that was the pick.
And it goes back to what, what I just mentioned a moment ago. And like, he has faith in his own draft picks and he double dipped in these positions. What was our biggest weakness on the team, which we didn't have? We only had 3 of them, on the whole roster. Was we didn't have a free safety last year at all.
No.
0. Palomalu playing out of position. We did not have a nickel corner last year.
We had a 212-pound, 6'3" strong safety playing nickel, for crying out loud, Chen, from time to time. You know what I mean?
And you look what this kid can do. I mean, he's so versatile.
Yes. Yeah.
He's 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's a free safety, is how they drafted him. But I didn't know a lot about him because he was never in my mock, so I never read the bios really on him. And then after researching him, it's like he could play slot too. He could play slot. He could do either.
He can do all of them. He can play all DBs.
I said if it wasn't McDonald at 36, because I think that's the only one we could get at 36 at that position. That was worthy of 36.
Right.
I thought Miller was pretty
had
good.
To be a free safety. Stooks was not necessarily on my radar, but I did actually kind of scout that a little bit. And the dude is freaking next level, freaking good. He's a ball hawking.
He is. That's one thing he is. He's a ball hawk, and he goes the field really well. He goes from sideline to sideline.
And he can if it goes away, he can go upfield and make a tackle from behind on someone he wasn't even guarding. There's a couple of films I saw where the ball left and he started running upfield. Even though he couldn't no chance he was going to catch him, he ran a full sprint trying to catch a dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's aggressive. I mean, he will jump your lanes, and he's not afraid to hit. I mean, when a guy runs like 4.33 speed and who wants to hit you, that's like a bullet coming at you.
Who's the tight end last year from Ohio State that got his ass freaking put out of the game from Stooks?
I didn't watch it.
So tight end came over the middle, caught the ball, took about 3 steps, and Stooks put one on him. This dude's like 240 something. And Stooks put it on him, and like he was out of the game for the rest of the game last year. It was epic.
Wow.
I mean, and it was form hit. It wasn't a head hit. It was a form tackle. Just dropped it in the steps. The dude caught the ball and kind of juggled a little bit, took a couple steps and got blasted. That was the one video I watched. I was like, this dude.
That's a good one to watch.
Yeah, that's a great one to watch. That Raiders of Old, right?
That dude ain't scared. That's a Woodson type freaking tackle. Woodson wasn't scared either. He'd put one on somebody too.
And that's
so the Woodson laid the wood hit.
Yeah.
And saying that's what we were lacking for a minute because the guys didn't really hit, they didn't tackle. It's like, come on, guys.
We didn't draft anybody that has a bad grade in tackling, if you notice that.
I saw PFS. They all had good grades in tackling.
They all can tackle.
Yeah, that's what we need on defense. So today is the first day of minicamp for the rookies.
Yeah.
They signed 17 guys.
Yeah.
They signed E.G. Washington, the wide receiver from Indiana. And, let's go back to what you were saying earlier about the running back Kimby. So we're going to bring that up.
That's stupid. Stupid that he's in DFA.
Right. I took him in every mock draft I did in the 6th round.
I had him in the 5th in every single freaking mock I did.
When I saw that, I woke up and I went to go check, the UDFAs, and I saw his name on there. I'm like, I had to rub my eyes to make sure I'm going, okay, I'm still not asleep. And when I saw that, I'm like, that is insane.
And EJ.
Getting Henby as a UDFA.
And EJ. EJ too.
And that's
I saw EJ on there, but it's like You know, the one game, you know, the couple games that I did watch, you know, he wasn't the one that stuck out at me, and as wide receiver, it was Surratt and the other kid. So he was wide receiver number 3. And I was paying more attention to Black, Mendoza, and Hemby were like the guys I was always watching.
Surratt and Cooper were the like prime suspects there.
Yes.
EJ was the deep threat. He's the one that would take the ball away on a jump ball every time.
Yeah, I think he's what, 6'4", if I'm correct.
6'4",
6'4", yeah. 6'4".
Yeah. And he's a beast, but he's a big dude too, though. But I think he runs like a 4.32 or something.
Dang, he's in the 4.3s as well.
Yeah, he's in the 4. I thought it was like 4.4 something. 4.4.
Oh, I thought it was I maybe, but I mean, for a dude that size, it was like he's Megatron build.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 205.
He's just a Megatron build. Looks just like him. And has great, big, massive hands and catches everything.
So he had 36 catches in his Indiana career. That's probably why he failed, because he had that highlight reel, you know, he caught the big catches. But out of the 36, 6 of them were touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, he went for like 400 yards out of 36 as well.
Yeah,
he's a goal line guy.
Yeah, I like those. Red zone guys. You know, 36 catches, 6 of them are 1/6 of your catches are touchdowns. Yeah, we'll take it.
He's a field stretcher, actually. He's a field stretcher.
Yeah, probably made that thing. Yeah, but like I said, going back to him, that shocked me, because the other guy got drafted, but he didn't.
I couldn't. Black.
Yeah, Black.
Yeah, Black got drafted by the Niners. I was bummed when I saw that in the draft.
To be honest with you, though, Hemby fits better for us than Black does.
I think he does.
Everything Hemby does is amazing, and this is why, you know, nationwide, I was so blown away about seeing him as a UDFA. He's a 1,000-yard running back. He's a pass catching running back.
Yes.
He's a third down blocking running back. This guy's got all the tools in the toolbox. I don't know what his 40 is, because I don't think he ever ran it, you know, or at least I've never seen it. But boy, when he would come in and spell for Black, there really wasn't that much of a let off.
No, and Hemby, the thing about him is he's an aggressive first line defender in the backfield. He invites contact. He likes contact. He invites it. You know what I mean? So if he's not running with the football, he's putting a hat on somebody. That's what Hemby does. That's the reason why his production wasn't like Black's, because he spent more time utility-wise. And that's exactly what is needed.
Now, I have a question for you. So somebody told me, I'm trying to remember, I don't remember who it was. In the beginning of the year, Hemby was the number 1, Black was the number 2. Hemby got hurt, Black came in, Hemby finally comes back, and they just kind of left it Black at number 1 and Hemby number 2. Is that the way it happened? Because I know you're a big Indiana guy, no matter if it's Notre Dame or, you know, University of Indiana.
I just think it was more of, when things are going right, you don't change things, right? Things were going right at the beginning of the year. It was okay. But then when Hemby had I think it was an high ankle sprain or something. Can't remember exactly what it was. But then Black came in there. I don't think there was actually a true number 1 running back at IU, to be perfectly honest with you. It was just whoever was the hot hand was the one that was rolling. So, I mean, you noticed that at the end of the year, Hemby started getting a little bit more touches because he was the hot hand. He was the one able to do things. Then Black, in a next game, Penn State game was all about Black. Ohio State game was all about Hemby. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a matter of what scheme and stuff was going on. So I don't think there was number 1 or number 2. But
Chris, you should, I'm sorry I'm so sorry. Just for, I want to say, this is a great thing right here. Can you highlight Damian Johnson's piece, between, Washington and Hemby? Because I would like to segue when we're done with this. I would like to talk about, that kid, since we're talking running back.
I saw him. I literally was in person watching. I'm just saying.
Mock drafts. If I did 10 of them, he was on 8. 4th round or 5th round.
Let me tell you,
at least he was on 8 of my mock drafts.
This dude's a monster.
That kid reminds me so much of McFadden.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead.
So are we saying, were you off, Hemby? We're going to Washington now.
Okay.
Okay. So that, again, you said it. A lot of Raider fans say it. I'm a little bit more reserved, okay, on this. I see what he's done, and I've also seen different traits from another running back that we have on a team. So please hear me out first, because, I think the deficiencies in his game kind of match a player that we just got rid of this year in the way of Zeus. And then this is the reason. No. I said, hear me out first. And this is why I'm saying it.
Didn't say
I
anything.
I do see this. I do see this. I know. Okay, so here's what I got. Again, this is what kind of makes me a little bit nervous. Maybe I got PTSD a little bit. I know as a whole, he's a better player. Zeus, we got in a 3rd round from Georgia, and that boy. He rides horses, and he's as big as a horse. And this kid's a big kid too. He's 223, 6 foot, and runs a 4.33. Well, Zeus was in
fastest running back in the combine. By the way.
Yeah, and Zeus has that type of speed too. And what we saw, he's in the 4.3s. I don't know if it's 4.37, 4.38, whatever that is.
4.33.
Well, I know Washington, but I can't remember. But Zeus is in the 4.3 somethings. So we saw Zeus run outside amazingly. He was good. That's about all he did. And so here's some of the things that I looked up on Stewart. Stewart did amazing. He got 9 yards. He averaged 9 yards, which led all of college when he went outside. When he ran inside, he had over 21 plays, just kind of like Genty did last year, getting hit for no gain. And the things that I've read on him, the vision is kind of like a Zeus. So he has a hard time, seeing the holes and getting through them. He's not a 3rd down back in the way of blocking. Is another one. Catching, it's okay. It's okay. It's not great. He's better. He's definitely better than Zeus. But he's got some of the same issues. And he's like a start. He's like, you make the one cut, you go. He doesn't have the feet like a Genty, where he can just kind of stop and go, or like a Marcus Allen, stop and go. He's like, once you go, then you're going at that speed. So I think McFadden has some of those better traits than what I see this kid here. The speed is real, man. It's real. If he can get him to the 2nd level, oh my God, he could be an absolute game changer. But so I have to kind of bring in some of the deficiencies that I saw within this game, just because I don't want to put him up on such a high pedestal that he doesn't live up to the expectations of the nation. And you guys can tell me if I'm totally wrong. You guys can tell me I'm wrong right now, but that's what I saw.
Well, the reason I say he reminds me of McFadden, because the way he's built, the way he runs the ball, he runs tough. That's what I look at. He's not going to be every down back.
Yeah.
Genty's going to be there. He's going to be Genty. He come out. He can come in. Now you compare him to Zeus. Zeus ran a 4.4 in a 4-yard dash at the combine. I just looked it up.
I thought he was faster than that.
No, he went 4.4. Now
at that size,
the difference now when we talk about running fast and quick, Washington is quick. He can make that cut. The knock on him was that he got hit in the backfield a lot of times, but he also played for Arkansas, which wasn't a really good team at that time.
Right.
But the thing is that he's that guy that if you miss that tackle, he's gone.
Yeah,
right. I agree with that.
You miss a tackle on Zeus, you can just catch him.
Yeah.
Because Zeus didn't have that. breakaway speed that this guy has.
Yeah, 2025, Mike Washington's 6.4 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just saying.
And it's over 9 when you get him to the outside, which led the whole country.
But
and one thing, Zeus probably didn't have the vision like this guy has. Because I watched the Arkansas games because I liked him on my mock draft, and I watched how he makes the cuts. How when the hole's open,
he's a one cutter. That's for sure.
The hole's open, he's gone. Boom.
So
he ain't hesitate. He ain't slow footing through the hole. Soon the hole open up, he is out of there.
Genty's a one cut guy too. As soon as he gets until he gets into the second level, and then he can make cuts on you. But he's a one cut guy too. He's counting on the play call. He's counting on the offensive line to open the hole. It's the same thing that the dude we're talking about. Mike Washington.
I see Genty more, in the ways of a Marcus Allen, in the way of his feet, and also JJ too.
But you can't make those comparisons though.
You can't compare that. Marcus Allen's a way different guy. The man can make 3 different cuts in the backfield that quick.
Right. Like Marcus Allen, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, all those dudes, they created their own freaking level of running back. That's just not.
That's not fair.
Young guys to that.
That's not a fair comparison to Marcus Allen and to Genty, because
I was just thinking in the way just using it as feet shuffling is the way I'm looking at Genty, because he does have the capability to shuffle and then get going again pretty darn quickly.
But the thing is, in the NFL though, it's literally one move, and then you got to go upfield, and then you make moves after that if you're going to make a big run. Because if you go dance around in the backfield, you're not freaking Barry Sanders.
You're done.
You're going.
Well, no one's Barry.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody's Walter Payton that can get away and hide from everything. What I'm saying is this: every running back in the NFL is going to have one quick twitch move to the hole,
right?
And then once they get over that first level, then they can do whatever the hell they want to try to get more. And I'm just saying that's a true statement. It's just you're just not in today's NFL. Marcus Allen, Barry Sanders, and those guys may not be able to survive in this quicker, faster defensive schemes and shit, and the levels of defense that are up again. They wouldn't be able to dance around the backfield anymore. These defensive tackles, these defensive ends and shit are so fast. I mean, the defensive tackle we got, who was it? Trevon Crawford? Is it Crawford?
That's defensive end. That's Crawford, the defensive tackle. We got the guy from South Carolina in the 6th.
Yeah. Crawford, he's at edge. 4.3, 940.
Is he really 4.39? Holy cow!
Crazy.
At 250 pounds, 6'4".
Crazy.
Maybe he should just be an outside linebacker. Dang.
Hey, Barry Sanders, glad you did what you did back then, but you didn't have freaking edges doing 4.39s in the 40. That's all I'm trying to say.
It was unheard of. There was no such thing as that.
Just
until this league became a passing league, when the edges were pretty much just like guys who guard the line of scrimmage.
Even if you got by him, he might track you down from behind afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
If you're running that fast, that football gets kind of heavy. Get a guy that fast.
Hey, I'll be back in a second. I got a phone call.
Oh, that's fine.
All right, you got it.
So, that comparison, Jack, was like, I wouldn't do that. But
well, I'm sorry. It's just again, I just looked at the negatives. I was looking at the negatives. On the positives are the positives. They look great. And I think it's a great pairing. Again, it is now the Thunder and Lightning, for this team. And we haven't had that since Tyrone Wheatley and Napoleon Kaufman.
There we go. My two favorite running back duo besides Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson. That was the second best duo we had. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, so pretty much going back to Hemby, I look at that. He's going to be running back number 3.
Me too. Absolutely. I mean, look
nobody-
at the improvement. The improvement. It's night and day compared to what we had last year. We are
And they
set.
And they get Washington for next to little or nothing because of when he was drafted. Hemby came in as an UDFA. So the Raiders just like, well, we'll take him. Nobody else want him? Come over here. We'll take you. Because we need another running back. Because our running back room was not good. Jameer White's not there. Because speaking of Jameer White, he will run to a line of scrimmage and the hole will close up. And that's my comparison. When the hole opens for Washington, as soon as you see the hole, he's gone. He's not like thinking about that hole opening when you see him get through. I watched Jameer White many times like, dude, why you running up the butt of your offensive lineman, dude? The hole was open there. Why didn't you get through it? No, he's slow. He might run fast in a 40, but his takeoff was terrible. He couldn't make the decision.
The vision, it's like, okay, let's say he's running to the right side, hypothetically. Oh, to go further right, there's guys already there. But if you go to the left, it's opened up and he'll still go to the right for Zeus.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the vision was lacking. That's why he only had success running to the outside, never been able to run inside. So I am very curious, to watch, Stewart's vision, based on what I read and, what I saw and the takes, again, I watch everything just like you, Chris, dude. I watch it all. So I'm really curious with that. But I think this is probably one of the best running back rooms I can recall in a very, very, very long time, 3 deep.
On paper, yeah, we got to see what they get on the field. But, yeah,
Right. Agreed.
I agree. They got some guys out there. And they got somebody from Mendoza. They got a guy that can block for him when he's out there, Hemby. So when they decided to put Mendoza in there, no tell them no time soon. I'm not going to speculate on when he starts or is when I want quarterback. I don't even want to do that yet. But anyway, so to change the subject, what do you think about the Raiders taking this off the helmet?
Love it. Absolutely love it. You have to earn it. We've had a culture here way too long where players, they're not earning their stripes. And so I love the fact that we're doing that in the preseason. You got to earn it. And you know what? And when you get that little patch, it's just like, picture any kid, for anyone in the nation, if you've ever been like a Cub Scout, Boy Scout, Weeblos, whatever, when you get that badge, it's a sense of pride of putting it on. So putting this on the side of your helmet, on either side, on both sides, it's a sense of pride. You earned it.
Right. I agree with that. I don't know if they did that in Seattle. I don't know if they did that anywhere else Quebec was, but I think it's a stroke of genius. We signed you, but in order to get this put on your helmet to be a true Raider, you got to go out there, you got to work, you got to earn it. That's like basically like, I had a few jobs before. It's like you're on probation. Everybody know probation is like 90 days. If you don't cut it, we'll let you go. I was on one job that I was a building maintenance guy with a team of guys, and I needed keys for myself. So I basically followed everybody around. I didn't get my keys after I proved myself and pass probation. Like you get the keys, you earn these keys. You gotta earn this stuff.
And how did that make you feel when you got your keys?
Oh, I was high and mighty then. I can actually go do my own thing. So it's a badge of honor. Like you said, if you're the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, any of those, when you earn your badge, your little badge you put on your lapel, you feel proud.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
You accomplished something. And I like it. It's the first time I've seen it done in professional sports. Like I said, I don't know if Seattle did it. Anybody who know about Seattle could tell me. But that's the first time I've seen it. I know they do it in high school and then college. I know that.
And I can't recall it ever being done, for the Raiders. And it's like I can't believe that no one's ever thought of that before, at least for our team, to do that. And I bet you now once other NFL teams see that it's a copycat league, I bet you, Ben, next year there may be one or two more teams that'll do it.
If the Raiders come out blowing the people away, they're going to start doing it next year. It's like what college was that? It was a certain college. It was a JUCO that you get your numbers. You want your numbers? No, we don't give you numbers yet. You got to earn your number.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what number I'm wearing, coach? Sure, I don't care. Go take a pick because we're not going to give you the number you want until you earn that number. You don't get your game jersey yet until you earn it. And that's basically what they're doing. A lot of colleges, some colleges do that. I've seen it. I don't know about the emblem side of the hill. I remember seeing that, but I know those jersey numbers like, hey, what number can I wear? I want to wear number 17. Good for you. Go out there and earn. Right now, you're wearing 99. Well, I'm a receiver, coach. So what? This is the number you're wearing. While we in practice, get ready for the game. Until you earn that 17, you're not getting it. So
what do you think of this? So since you got me thinking about it and brought it up, what is just taking about all the Raider patches off? Take them off on the practice jerseys as well too.
They're not on practice jerseys.
Yeah, just take all the Raider logos off.
They have no Raider patches at all. Did you watch Mendoza coming out and for the mini camp? There's nothing on him that says Raiders.
But minicap, well, I guess minicamp because you haven't made the roster in minicap. I mean, it's right now it'd be all the rookies and so forth. And I know they get a little extra time since it's a first year head coach. But I mean, even through minicamp, just take the patch off the jerseys there too.
I don't think they're gonna wear patches at all until they earn their spot. Minicamp, OTAs, none of that stuff, because actually last year they had a Raider patch last year, if I remember correctly. Well,
I thought they did
on their jersey at least, and their helmet, of course. This year Mendoza came out, he had a red jersey on. That's all he had on. There was no Raider patch.
And maybe they did the jersey too. No one's talked about that.
No, there's no that Raider shield is an earned honor now. And I like that. It's an honor to wear the shield. Even Mendoza says an honor to put the number 15 on. Because of Flores and Hostel. He missed Hostel. But
hey, Damian, since you said it's training camp started today, I don't know did you watch any of it?
It was closed to the press. Tomorrow will be open, so we get more about it. But they showed some film of them coming out of Mendoza, a couple of guys coming out, but they didn't show it in practice. So it's closed today. Tomorrow will be open. So we'll get more inside details on what's going on tomorrow.
That's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it did. I seen it. It's like it didn't look right to me. But hey, I'm cool with it. Earn that.
Yeah, it's like Chris. I know you and I go back. Remember when the patch, the background instead of the black on the logo, it was silver, and it just so blended in with the helmet. It just you really couldn't even see it, especially on a black and white TV.
Oh yeah, yeah. You couldn't even see the numbers, the names and stuff Well, you know who it was. We did, but anybody else who's that? There's no name.
Yeah, the helmet. It's like this. You only see the outline. Everything's kind of reversed. All you saw was the outline, and you couldn't see what's in the middle. So I'm glad that the Raiders switched that up. And made instead of the inside silver, made the inside black and switched it around. So make it stand out.
Yeah, I like that. That's a new thing. I mean, Nagy said, copycat league. If the Raiders come out, this blowing me out the water, everybody's gonna start doing it. Except for Cleveland Browns because they have nothing on their helmet.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the any Cleveland Brown fans watching this I apologize, but that is one of the most boringest helmets to look at, and their jerseys are boring too.
It stands out. Basically.
So Chris, to ask you a question. So in the 7th round, we got that defensive tackle,
Cleveland,
which I forgot his name already. I just know he's from South Carolina, but I was kind of surprised. I thought, unlike Lincoln Kennedy, who says you never ever draft a kicker. You never draft a kicker. Well, the Raiders have already shown that they'll draft a kicker. Al Davis already did that with Janikowski in the 1st round. Ray Guy in the first round. So that's not part of the lore for this team. But that kid from Florida, he had he was going like, real deep in Uzikawa, which I am happy, for him. Mr. Automatic, Tokyo Joe. But I was kind of surprised that we took a defensive nose tackle.
Did you say Tokyo Joe?
Is it Tokyo Joe? Tokyo Toe. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm filling up right here.
Yeah, Tokyo Toe. So I was really kind of surprised, that they didn't get the kid from Florida. And then, as a UDFA, bring in Tokyo Toe and let him compete. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about what you think, but I'm just kind of curious.
About the kicker?
Yeah, not going from the kid from Florida because he's got the biggest leg coming out this year.
Well, I don't think they wanted to waste a draft pick on a kicker when they already had a guy in mind. Because Tokyo Toe was I think the third guy they signed immediately right after the draft. It was the third guy. So they already knew since he get drafted, they already knew what they're gonna get. Like I said, Spytek is playing 4-dimensional chess with everybody else. He already know who he wanted. He said Tokyo Toe from Hawaii didn't get drafted. Go sign him. They're probably on the phone right there in the 7th round talking to him like, we're gonna sign you. Nobody's drafted. He was the third person they got. I think third or fourth. If I hear this correctly, I'm not sure. But yeah.
I'm not sure. I know Hemby was number 1. I thought he might have been number 2. But I could be absolutely wrong because I just woke up in the morning and just looked to see who the UDFAs were. When I saw Hemby, I was just like, wow, we got Hemby. And we got Tokyo Toe, which I'm super proud, Hey, my kids are half Caucasian, half Japanese. So, that might be a jersey I might have to get my kiddos if he makes the squad.
So you're aware.
I think he will. I don't trust that gay guy.
I don't either. I think he's going to win out the job. I mean, his long is 52 yards, right. But he was like 27 of 29, if I am correct on his stats, which makes him one of the most accurate kickers. And you know what was crazy? Chris, we're getting old, bro. Nav, if you can hear this, in the background, you're old too because you're as old as me. But he learned how to kick from watching YouTube, the stuff like my kids would do.
Yes.
Kind of convenient.
Because before he was a soccer player.
You try to work.
Yeah, he learned how to kick. Yeah. And you know what? It's crazy how full circle that come around. He went to his first football game where?
My niece's
the Raiders.
Okay, and they played the Browns.
They played the Raiders. So, I mean, how cool is that as a kid? And it's what got you when you see a football game, and you may not know anything about the teams, but it is a team, the Raiders, that drafted you, and that's inspired you so much to, after watching a football game, to go and spend all that time learning your craft, watching YouTube videos, and putting it to work. And now you are in the NFL. And if I'm correct, I think he's the first Japanese player in the NFL.
Who drafted a Jamaican kicker with 4.63 that kicks at 70 yards? What's his name? I don't hear about him.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know that.
That would be good to know. It's 70 yards. Wow.
Well, he probably there's a point in kicking the ball far, but it's point kicking it accurately. You can kick the ball a mile away, but if you can't hit the goalpost or in between the uprights, then you're no good.
Since we're talking, kickers, one of the, for those Raider fans that don't know this one, this is going back to the Janikowski days with John Gruden. So Janikowski shows up to a game just smelling like he's been drinking all night.
Smashed.
All night. And so John Gruden says, you know what? He says he probably would have gone for it, but he wanted just to get in his face. You know the way John Gruden does. I just want to get in your face, rookie. And puts him out there. And then he was hoping he actually said he hoped he would have missed it so he could have done that. And he makes it. So tell true Raider, like, some of the guys in the 70s. But I thought that was a really cool, behind the scenes kind of story that Coach G put out there. And since we were talking kickers.
Yeah. Them Janikowski, he made him, I mean, he made something, he lost, he didn't make something. His thing was because he had a big league. You said Cam Little. Let's see.
Who?
Let's see. I'm looking at the guy he was talking about.
Oh, I missed it.
Chris, I think Richard might be talking about Cam Little. Let me see. Who is Cam Little?
Is that the Jamaican kicker?
I don't know. I'm looking him up right now.
Right.
Rebels, who is it? Come on, you can put it out there. Let's go.
So,
well, Cam Little actually plays kicker for Jacksonville Jaguars, so I don't know.
Does it when you click on his bio? Does it say where he's from?
No, he's from here. He's not from Jamaica.
Okay, so yeah, Damien just said that's a Jamaican kicker, Cam Little.
No,
Dang, 70 yards, Damien, and consistently. Holy cow! This guy's going to be breaking all sorts of records. Can you imagine him doing something like that in Denver with that thin air? Then it's that 70 yarder is going to become like a 75 yarder.
Let's see. I'm looking him up still.
What's up, Yaya? Salute, bro.
Said Cam Little, right?
It's Cam Little.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. He kicked a 68-yard field goal last season.
Dang, that's far.
Yeah, that's a record.
I mean that's probably the record right there.
It is a record.
68.
Yeah, he kicked against us in that game.
Yeah, great. Of course, it has to be against us.
Yeah,
it's
that game. Yeah, we could have won, but we lost. Yeah.
Well, then Cam Little, I'm sorry, bro.
Unless another Cam Little you talking about, but yeah. I guess he is Jamaican. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. So thank you, for saying that in the chat. We all want to learn something.
Yeah, but I think Tokyo Toe probably beat up Gay. If not, if anything, he'll be on the speed dial. If he don't make the team, he'll be on the speed dial like, kicking that. Hey, come on.
Oh, he'll be on that. He'll be on the practice squad, unless he gets picked up by someone else because
I don't think
he's probably number 2.
Yeah,
you think he'll beat me?
Yeah, I don't know about practice squad because, yeah, maybe I don't know, but practice squad we were people that actually use a lot. Because I want to see the Raiders go downfield, not kick a 30-yard field goal every time they get down the red zone. I want to see touchdowns.
Oh, right.
I don't want. Only time I want to see a kicker on the field is for kickoffs and extra points. They sign the drive ball in the red zone. I want to see touchdowns.
I want to see touchdowns too. I mean,
you get the 74-yard. No, it don't say here. Yeah, I guess you probably know. The ones you come on here, man, Troy, and spill your knowledge. I already sent the link out. But anywho, so we both agree on that helmet situation, the stickers. I totally agree. I like it. I like it. You don't get your stripes until you earned it. Which means they're telling all the players, nobody's safe. Look, hell,
nobody.
Matt Strauss wasn't safe. That's going to trade to the Ravens, so he wasn't safe.
And on top of it, yeah. Well, again, if you got to do it for everybody, you just can't say, "Hey, Max, here you go." You got a sticker just because you're Max Crosby. So you got to do it for everybody. But we already know that he'll end up getting a sticker. But you know what I love about this team is like finally with 2 years, we had 11 picks last year. We had 10 picks this year. 9 of the picks stuck last year. We got rid of both basically quarterbacks. You know, one was just cut outright. One in the practice squad that got picked up. So, I mean, the normal year you get about 14 guys, 7 picks a draft. And, we got 9 on the team from last year. Right now we got 10. That's 19. So we're building that depth, and there's not going to be as much, again, if these kids stick, the ones that do and the ones that don't, or, it's going to happen. But that depth is going to be so much deeper. So there's not going to be as much drop off. Like when a player gets hurt and you're going from A to Z, you're like, oh my God, man, we just really stink at this position. So I love the fact that that competition is going to be brought out on this team.
It will, because if you look at the guys they brought in, these guys are hungry. Because you look at because I want to bring this up too. Free agency was a turning point for the Raiders.
Right.
Not just drafting Linderbaugh, but getting the 2 linebackers, bringing that trade for that guy Johnson.
Clay Walker, Kobe Dean, Quinny Pay,
and Johnson. They traded for him.
Oh yeah, Johnson. They traded. Yeah, that wasn't the free agency.
But still, it was right for free agency. Right before the start, they traded for him.
That was a good trade.
The moves they made.
Okay? I mean, you think about it. We gave up a 6th round draft pick. We got a 7th round draft pick, and we got Johnson. And you look at, what was it? Was it Hamilton? Was it Hamilton that was our nickel corner last year? And he was horrible.
Yeah, it was Evans. Was it Evans?
No, not Evans. I think it was Hamilton.
Oh, it was what's called? Yeah, yeah. But the point I'm making is that they got these guys, and I look at the guys because I remember last year, right the third to the last game, I think me and Judge did a show about the free agency. About they had 23 people going to be free agents, and who they bring back?
Well, the only players that they brought back, Mountain Coons. They brought back Meredith. Because he was restricted.
Yeah.
So,
and they brought back McCollum, which I think he was also a restricted free agent. So when they brought him back, they only had the 3 safeties on the entire team. And I'm trying to think if there was anybody else they brought back. We brought back, of course, our other starting, cornerback, Stokes.
Okay, so 4.
Only 4
out of 23. What's that telling you? What we already saw.
Told you.
You guys are worthless.
Told you. We're going to wipe it out, bro.
They just basically clean house like what we down to us. We took over. It's wiped out.
Hey, bro. It's like a freaking Compton garage sale, bro.
No. Have you been to Compton garage sale? I have. Man. Yeah, watch out because
it's like, hey, why are you sewing your kitchen table?
It's someone with that piece of furniture that you better hurry get it because it's gone.
Yeah.
You're right back. You're right.
But
to the garage.
So 19 of them guys are gone. Free agents out. So that tells you one thing what they're doing. They rebuild this whole team. So when they did that, I said this is definitely a rebuild.
And young.
Yeah.
because they want to build things for the future where they all groom and grow together. So there'll be a cohesive thing, because each year we always bring in somebody different, always changing coaches, changing coordinators, you know, and like you can't have continuity if you keep changing.
Yeah. Look at those two linebackers, bro. They
What's up,
played
Jeff?
together in Bama together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They already know each other's tendencies. They already know where he's gonna be. You know what I mean?
It's like they draft those two DBs from Arizona. Same thing. They know each other's tendencies.
Yeah. Well, and the guys from Georgia, they were college roommates.
Yeah.
You know,
Georgia. Yeah.
And good friends. And they still talk to each other.
Yeah.
So they're
And
good
by
friends.
the way, they're both wearing the silver and black.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Ooh.
Yeah, remember that Stokes was on that same team too, but these guys were younger when he was on the team. So Stokes was from Georgia, so he knew them. He knew them too.
Yeah.
So,
And you got a Brock Bowers also, Georgia. So, I mean, there's a lot of Georgia connection
damn.
now.
so what is this?
Damn.
Las Vegas Raiders Bulldogs?
Right.
And by the way, how many players do we have on our team now after this draft that Mendoza played with?
2 others.
Two.
Yes. Just saying. Familiarity matters.
Yeah, because like you said, you know their tendencies. You know exactly what they're gonna do in certain situations.
Yeah. Yep.
You can trust them,
Yep. You can trust them.
and that's what Sanji said. Sanji, yeah, he said what's so good about that is that they already had that communication already built in already.
Yes.
You know, especially the 2 linebackers, Dean and Dean Walker. I mean, they ain't played together in years, but they still know each other. They still talk to each other all the time, so they know each other's tendencies.
I can't remember who it was that said, man, Dante Thornton actually might break out with Mendoza. You know what I mean? Or Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? Because the thing was, he wasn't put in situations where he could actually get down the field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the only thing he did in Tennessee. Dante Thornton, when he got down the field and was able to cut in on a like an end post or something or a flag, if the quarterback had time, he got it to him.
Right.
But it's a matter of the quarterback having time. So here's my question to you guys. I don't know if we're off the last question because I just came back in. I was talking to my wife about the move and all. But
That's a good transition.
My question to you guys is, how many games is Kirk Cousins the starter? Because to be honest with you, he's going to be.
Well, we talk about that when he's on the phone. We don't know. I mean, it depends. You know how you do in training camp. If Mendoza can learn fast enough, but they're still not going to throw Mendoza out there unless they absolutely have to.
Well, that's my thought too. My thought is that Kirk Cousins is there for a full year as a starter. I think that's the plan.
That's what they talk about. You know, again, that's what Brady wants. You know, Brady felt like it was valuable for him to sit out behind Bledsoe. And, you know, and I feel like that is kind of the same thing for Spytech. You know, again,
but
being at Michigan, Brady being a Michigan guy, you know, I believe that's the philosophy of the coaching staff. But I will say this, I think it's going to be that way, Cousins starting, until Mendoza outplays Cousins, and it is absolutely in their hearts they feel like he's ready.
So, but here's my thought process on that. So if that's the key thought, how do you know Mendoza is outplaying Kirk Cousins if he is only freaking in the second team reps?
Aha. I'm glad you brought that up. I said this on my show with my man Jason. We was talking about the offense.
Right.
I think my thing is this: doing preseason. Kirk Cousins leave actually play preseason. He probably play a couple of snaps just to get familiarized with the offense. That's fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Right.
But Mendoza need to run with the ones.
Yes.
At least for a few series. Not the whole game. Not the whole quarter, but for a few series with the ones. Practice with the ones.
At least what you think's the ones.
Well, yeah, the OTAs and stuff. The one, it's going to be the ones. You're not going to be Brock Bowers, Genty, KBJ, those guys, Colton Miller. You know the one's going to be right away. Yeah. Now the right side is still up for question, right?
Right.
Your 3 old line are going to be automatically. Those are ones.
Yeah.
Because they didn't bring Lindenbach in for pay him $81 million, man, to sit on the bench. Yeah, right.
Right.
So you know the one's going to be. You know the number one run back. The wide receivers can vary. It can change because the wide receiver room is
on the personnel.
It's so stacked right now. We don't know who's going to be out there, which is good because, like I said, you can throw anybody out there. So we know that. So you need to practice with those guys, especially the center.
especially the center.
Yep.
So that's my thought process.
Well, and that's the big thing. And
And they're going to learn them in practice. They're going to learn them through the preseason. They're going to learn them. So,
Well, that's the thing.
again, you got the greatest quarterback who's ever played in the way of getting Super Bowls up there. He's the top of the food chain. So they're going to have to go off of what Tom says, because there's a hierarchy to this team. And, Tom's kind of set in his ways and going, hey, I want the guy to sit. Well, he's going to sit. So when Tom is convinced based on what Mendoza does, then that's when the change is going to happen. And then on top of that, going into kind of what you guys were talking about, they want to look at that offensive line, because they're not going to want Mendoza to get railroaded like Geno did last year or like we did the year before.
What do you mean?
They're going to want to see that be solidified before they want to throw that kid out there.
Geno didn't get railroaded by anything.
No, that was Geno. The offensive line was
It was all his fault, for sure.
the offensive line was not good because it was ranked like second to last in the league. Yeah, we got that together.
Something random.
But there's a lot of times you watch Geno, he's sitting there holding a goddamn ball and throwing in double coverage. That's on him.
Look, he stood back there for 7 seconds on one play I watched and got sacked.
Mhm.
How do you hold on to the ball for 7 seconds and get sacked?
You deserve to be sacked.
Exactly, because you don't get 3 seconds basically.
Right. I think they say the most time a quarterback's going to get is 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They're running 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds the max you get. You got 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. You better throw that ball out.
Got it. Yeah,
They're coming.
Yep. And here's my thing, though. My thing is this. So if you say, let Mendoza sit for a year, I get it. But that means that Kirk Cousins is going to be on first team reps every single week.
Yeah.
So how does Mendoza get better getting second team, third team, and scout team reps? You know what I mean? So that's my only problem with it. So I'm not saying I want Mendoza starting day one. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is the OTAs in this preseason is going to be huge for him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because that's where he's going to get the opportunities to be with the first teamers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. In the preseason, he should
Right.
get some reps. Not necessarily all of them, but he gets some.
Right.
You'll get reps.
Right.
You'll get reps and OTAs with the ones.
Right. But Brady, right. But Brady should also say this. The only reason he ever played it down in the NFL is because Bledsoe got hurt.
Exactly.
True.
Bledsoe was a beast until he got hurt.
Bledsoe was an all-pro the year prior to that.
Yeah, he was a monster.
And it's a little bit different situation too. Mendoza was drafted number 1 overall, where at the time, again, we didn't know anything about Brady. Brady was a 6th round draft pick. So, I mean, that's a little bit different
It's not
situation.
a different situation. It's not a different situation in the same aspect of what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is
What's up, Rafa?
Brady didn't play the first year because they didn't expect him to.
No.
Right?
What's up, Rob?
I get what you're saying. I get what Jack's saying. They didn't expect him to play, but he had to when Bledsoe got hurt. That's the only reason Tom Brady ever took a snap.
Right. I totally agree. I totally agree. And it's just one real quick second. I apologize. I really do. Rafa, I'm going to see your face all the way to Bakersfield.
But let me finish. Let me finish.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Here's where it's no different. Mendoza's still going to be QB2.
Right.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Aiden O'Connell is not going to be. So,
He might not even be there.
he may not even be there. But
right.
But the thing is like this. If Mendoza's gonna be number 2, that's fine. But they don't have any other quarterbacks. They just picked up that guy from from Baylor.
So they picked up 2 guys,
So the
UVF,
other guy, yeah. It must got from Missouri State. I can't put my trust in to those guys and put Mendoza in a situation they're gonna be in. I'm personally thinking that I think AOC, if he's still on the roster by the time the season start, I think he'll do a lot better in Clint Kubiak's system than he has done the rest of his Yahoo.
No question. AOC,
Mhm.
I think, is a great freaking
Backup.
straight up pocket passer. He's not going to get you beat. He's not going to get you beat. He's not going to be the reason you lose.
No,
That's
and
He's not going to be the reason you win either.
he hasn't been the guy to lose a game. So I haven't seen, besides that one game that Mr. Idiot threw him out there, that Charger game, he hasn't really shown me that he can lose a game like Geno did.
hey, hasn't he only lost one game as a starter? AOC.
No, he lost
No.
one game.
No, I think if I'm right,
lost
someone look it
4.
up. Please look it up for me. I think he has 21 starts, if I'm
17.
right. 17, and he's got 7 wins.
As a starter.
Well, I don't know if I just know he's got 7 wins. Is
As
what
a
I
starter, though.
it could be. It could be now. I don't know.
As a starter, I think he's only lost one game as a starter. Now he's come into games and lost the game. Don't get me wrong. But as a starter, I think he's only lost one game. One, maybe 2.
I'm looking up right now.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting fun fact. I mean, I've heard, some creators talk about, trading them, like, I haven't heard anything yet from AOC 12 going, hey, I want to be traded. Haven't heard any of that. I heard, people saying that he should ask for a trade because you're going to be number 3 this year, but he'll end up being, if he does some form of contract, after this year, he'll be the number 2 guy, which I think, that kind of fits his role.
Right. As long
Okay.
as he can stick around, yeah.
So Aiden O'Connell's win-loss record is 8-13.
8-13. Okay.
Yeah, but
So I said 21, so I was 1 win off.
It was close.
no, 8
I was
and
close. I
13.
had 21 starts, and I said 7 wins is what I called it. So I was close.
But that it says
It's not
as a
starter.
starter, approximately as a starter. So, well, that's better than the 3-14, right?
Yeah, it's better than 3 and 14.
Right?
So
Oh my God.
I'll take 8-13 over 3-14 any day of the week.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
Really
mean-
said he had 22. He had 22. What? Who are you talking about? You talking about O'Connell still?
It-
20.
I'll say one nice thing about Geno. This is the only nice thing I can say about
don't you
Geno.
dare. Don't you dare. I'll shut this off right now. Don't say anything nice.
Well, I have control, but I will shut it off too.
Oh, okay. Well, it was something I thought was good.
Go ahead, say it, man. What's that?
If you say congratulations, thank you for the number 1 pick, then we're good. Is that the one?
That was it.
Yeah, we can thank him for that. Thanks for getting us the number 1 pick, Gino. Appreciate
That was it.
it. Thanks for getting us your replacement. Appreciate it.
And,
That was the only thing I could say nice.
and oh, by the way, the Jets took back the same dude they fucked up out of the draft and gave us a 7th round draft pick for.
Because the Jets are trying to tank. You know they're trying to do so they get that pick next year for the quarterbacks.
It's like,
that
hey
come
man, you did a great job tanking. So
yeah, so come do for us.
You're number 1, bro, on that front.
Yes, come do for us, man. You did good getting rid of Mendoza. Now do for us so we get Manning or somebody. Yeah, come on.
Oh man, look, Manning better do something a little bit more spectacular than he's been doing to even get my attention. Arch Manning needs to do something this year. They better do something.
I'm ask this question. So let's say Jets do have number 1 pick. Do you think their family is gonna let him go to the Jets? They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna do the same thing they did with Eli. No, he ain't going there. Arch Manning. I don't know.
Like, yeah, they're no.
You think,
I mean,
the Manning family go like, no.
oh hell no.
That's a hell
He,
no.
he never needs to work in a day of his life if if he never wanted to. They're not going to let him go. If you don't let Eli go to the Chargers, you're definitely not letting Archie go over to the Jets.
So
The Jets and the Browns are where quarterbacks go to ruin their career.
So
Yeah,
here's one. Let me throw this at you. So Eli Manning at the Giants, okay, wins 2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
Okay. If it would have went the way it was supposed to go, how many Super Bowls do you think Phillip Rivers would have won with the Giants?
The same.
About the same.
It was a defense.
At least the same.
It was a defense.
The same or more. I think
Possibly more. I mean, we don't know because it never happened, but he's definitely a better quarterback in my mind than Eli. So
I think it would have been 3.
Yeah, because like I said, it was more or less a defense and their play calling stuff that made him look good. Eli Manning was no gunslinger. He had them big ass numbers, but he did just enough for him not to lose.
He was a game manager.
Right.
thank you. You just took the words out of my mouth.
Exactly what he was. He did what he's supposed to do. Had a running game. Had the receivers. He played,
and he had a defense too.
That's what won the games for. He played just enough not to lose.
Look, we're Raider fans. Phillip Rivers can rip you apart
Well, he
on
did.
any given day.
He did.
That dude put 500 yards on you in any given day.
He did that a couple of times. So yeah, I remember them games. So I hate that guy.
Hey, last Thursday night game, there we were. Me and my daughter. Last Thursday night game in the Oakland Coliseum, last primetime game. Watch Phillip Rivers get picked at the end of the game.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, guys, hold on
What's
a
up,
second.
Purple?
I made it. I got this just for Purple, man. I'm glad you're here, Purple. You ready? Got this just for you.
Gotta have that for Furpo, bro.
Right.
That dude has 27 jobs. He works like
He's the hardest working man in the Red Nation.
no, he works 72 hours a day.
What's that skit from Living Color? I got 6 jobs, man.
6 jobs, man.
I got one of them old shots, man. I got that just for you, Purple. Welcome to the show, brother. Anyway, I'm almost about ready to wind it down in a minute because my boy Jess will start his show a little bit. Well, I can give another 20, 15 minutes. Anyway.
So can I throw out a player and talk about him? I think he's an interesting talk is a 3rd round pick, Zune.
He said he was trying to. Oh, Zune's good, but anyway, he said he's trying to wind it down.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
You said 20. Chris said 20 minutes.
Not 20 minutes. We're good. Yeah, Zune was a surprise pick.
I like it.
That was.
I
great.
loved it.
He can play all three positions on the line.
Yeah.
He's played all 5 positions on the line, but due to his size and short arms, you got to move him on the inside. And I heard you said this on the Wild West show, and I totally agree. It's like best passing lineman.
There's only 3 positions on the offensive line: there's guard, center, and tackle. But he did play.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I was thinking all 5 spots. I'm looking at individually.
Yeah, he played all 5 spots. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Again, depending if they want JPJ on the right side or to put JPJ on the left side, I have a feeling that he's going to end up taking that other spot over because I think he just fits this wide zone so damn well. He's athletic.
And
he's got great vision. He's got great techniques.
And
and again, the best passing guy coming out of college. His coach said he's the most game ready dude he's ever seen, on the offensive line he's ever coached. I just love the idea of this kid.
So
he led the league. He led the college league in pass block. So there you go.
Right. He gave up one quarterback pressure last year. One.
That's insane. That's insane.
And they played in the SEC.
Yes.
What does that tell you?
One,
What does that tell you?
not
Dude,
no
that is
sack.
an A grade.
Did not get a sack, give up a sack.
In
Just
the SEC.
one pressure.
In the
One
SEC.
time there was a pressure.
With all those guys, all those teams,
So-
SEC,
so-
you got the Georgias, the Bamas, the LSUs, and all them guys, and that's all he gave up.
So this nasty shit. Let me put this in perspective for you.
I'm gonna shout him, man.
Okay, Linderbaum, center. JPJ, Zoom at guards. Either way, however you want to put them.
Mhm.
The nastiest shit you ever see.
Man, I can't wait for it. I can't wait for that.
I'm so
I
that
am
is like
so-
one of the most exciting things I'm looking forward to seeing.
I was so tired of our offensive line getting pushed back in the backfield and
So
missing blocks and like,
that shit-
man,
that shit ain't happening next year. I
No,
promise.
it ain't.
Ooh.
no, it's not. But then again, all right, you still got young guys behind them. You got Caleb Rogers still behind them. They picked up Burford
Grant.
from
Charles Grant.
49ers. They picked up guys. You can move Glaze to guard. So they finally got depth and guys
Look,
that can play the offensive line.
I think Grant. I think you move Grant to right tackle, bro.
You could. That's going to be a good competition this year to see what happens there.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Because you know what? We got, 2/4 of them last year. So there's
Yeah.
not enough film on him to know exactly what he's going to do. But
Yeah.
he's a nasty player. Nasty.
We barely got a cup of coffee from that dude, man. I didn't even see him at all. Like,
Look.
I didn't know he was out there a couple times. I was like, Grant, really? He's playing now? After what?
I want offensive linemen unnecessary roughness penalties.
That's
I
why.
really want that. I want.
Mhm.
Well, you see
And-
that this JBJ.
Then I need the referees to justify that shit.
You see this JBJ. You see this in JBJ in his rookie year. The coach, everybody that come to the coach said, "Your boy's playing too rough."
He's like, what? He's an
Huh?
offensive lineman, bro.
What we want to do?
You gonna throw a flag or? Well, we're just trying to tell you. He needs. to
Yeah,
calm.
he's playing too rough.
It's like, well, it's because he fucking blasted the first dude he saw,
Yeah, he
and
did,
then went up and blasted the next guy.
and he blasted the other guy.
And he blasted the next guy.
You're too rough. This is a kid show.
Even Pete Carroll said, "We'll blow the whistle then, so he'll stop because he doesn't know how to stop until he hears a whistle."
What was
Hey,
that move?
keep
What
going
was
nastier until you do get that flag, and you just look. You know where your limit is. Going, okay, I can get away with this, but I can't get away with that.
It was
JPJ
like that. What was that movie, The Blind Side, when homeboy took him off the field, and referee came to the sideline and said, "Hey,
Yeah.
legal? What? What we do?"
JPJ needs a freaking condom on his head, bro. He needs to do that though. The guardian cap, or the condom, whatever. the hell.
Garden cap, yeah.
Yeah.
Needs a condom, for sure.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? By the way, this is a test run. I'm gonna see how it worked out. I like it right now. The time's going to change. Anybody's welcome to come in. It's gonna be, I don't know Friday what time I'll put it on. It's gonna be Friday night. I don't know if it'll be late night or early morning or afternoon. But I want to do this again. I love doing this, talking to you guys, especially Jack and Nap, man.
Oh,
love
wait,
talking to you guys.
especially Jack. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, I had a hiccup coming in, so I had to pause for. Hey, relax. I had a hiccup coming in. Okay, it happened. But
Hey,
anyway,
well, you know what? One little tidbit, to all the guys in the chat. Hey, on the 16th of this month, I'm gonna be meeting up with this boy right here. Come out to Bakersfield.
you talking about
no.
over here?
It looks right.
The
Okay.
other way. There you go.
All right. Well, it's different on my screen.
Or point up.
But hey, it's summer kickoff event in Bakersfield. Trey Tucker's going to be there, and there's a lot of you guys know most of the guys that are going to be out there, the YouTubers, and we're going to, of course, have the after party, and we'll see about the after party. But yeah, it's going to be a live event. So if you guys are able to go or close enough to go on out there.
You better get your tickets. You better get tickets now because last year they sold out and people couldn't get in. There's a line and people couldn't get in. So we'll see.
Hey, won't be me this year. be on May 16th. I'll be walking my niece down the aisle.
Oh, well,
Congratulations.
So, right in the middle of all this, she needs to get married. So,
Right? You got a lot going on.
I'm like, great timing, young lady, great timing. So,
Well, anyway, guys, hey guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. This is the first show. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna try to figure out a good time slot to get in. I appreciate all your thoughts and everything else. Jack, I will see you May 16th, if not before then. We actually stay in the same hotel, me and my wife, so don't bother. She's a 49 fan. You leave her alone.
I'm just glad she's going this year instead of just picking you up and dropping you off like she did last year.
Huh?
I'm just glad she's actually going versus just picking you up and dropping you off like she did last year.
Well, she's going, but yeah, she'll be there. Yeah, so she'll be there.
Are you going there the night before?
I'm going there Saturday morning.
Okay, yeah, I'm going up with Sacktown on Friday night. We're gonna hit up Jason Downs' house on the way out. Jason said he's gonna cook a nice meal for us, to kick off our road trip, and we'll be up there Friday night and meet with some other special guests, which I won't say on the show.
Cool.
And then I'm not gonna say.
Make sure
I'm not allowed to say, so I'm not gonna say it.
Make sure Sacktown bring my cane. Make sure you mind bring my cane.
Hey, I'm going to need Sweet James billboards pictures on my
You
phone.
want some more of those? That's why I had to jump, earlier on the show and just say, Roth, I know you're going to be, over my shoulder like a little angel for me and Mike, because there's going to be a billboard like every mile for like over 100 miles,
exactly,
going both ways.
Rafa, what's up, bro?
Yeah, the Sweet Jane billboards are all over the place. They, like you say, every mile you'll see one.
Right.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take off. Hey, thanks for coming in. Hey, chat. I appreciate you guys for coming in, talking our talk. I messed the thumbnail. It said "talk you talk." I'm supposed to be your talk, but anyway, sometimes
Jack, you're always my brother. You know that.
Oh, dude, you're always my brother. Chris Ford, you're always my brother, dude. Love you guys.
Chris,
this was a great show.
Brother.
Yeah, we're gonna do more. Like I said, I'll pick a time, but you'll see it.
All right, right on, brother.
All right, guys, take
care.
it easy.
Peace.
All right, Jack. We'll talk to you later. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Bye-bye.
Thanks for pulling up on the Pittsburgh Raiders. Get in here, show. Thanks for pulling up on the Pittsburgh Raiders. Get in here, show.